Good morning students. I am welcoming you to online class. In previous section, we are completed P block elements 2. In today's session, we start with the new lesson, coordination chemistry. Coordination chemistry, the word derived from Latin, it means hold and to arrange. In today's session, we are discuss about Werner theory, IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound and some important definitions of coordination compounds.
Coordination compounds and double salt. When two or more stable compound in solution are mixed together and allowed to evaporate, in certain case there is possibility for the formation of double salts or coordination compounds. That means two or more stable compounds are mixed together and allowed to evaporate to form double salt or coordination compound. For example, when equimolar solution of ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate, the formula of ferrous sulfate is FeSO4 and ammonium sulfate is NH4 twice SO4. FeSO4 and NH4 twice SO4, that is ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate, are mixed together and allowed to crystallize. Double salts is formed. The name of double salt is more salt. The formula is FeSO4 NH4 twice SO4 6 water. It's called as a more salt. This salt dissolve into water, we get Fe2 plus NH4 plus and SO4 2 minus ions. The simple ions are fully dissociated are called as a double salts. Whereas the potassium ferric isocyanate will not answer Fe3 plus and SCN minus. That means FeCl3, that is ferric chloride plus potassium thiocyanate KSCN gives potassium ferric thiocyanate K3FeSN6. It does not dissociate into ion. So, coordination compound does not give simple ion, it gives a complex ion. So, whereas the complex ion in coordination compound does not lose its identity and never dissociate to give a simple ion, it gives a complex ion. K3FeSN6 gives 3K plus complex ion of FeSCN6 3 minus. Werner theory. Alfred Werner is considered father of coordination chemistry. This Werner theory explains formation of complex. Here it narrates some of the postulates. I will explain one by one. Let us consider different color complex of cobalt 3 chloride with ammonia, which exhibit different properties as shown below. Complex cobalt, that is COCl3 6NH3. The color of the complex is yellow. Number of moles of silver chloride is precipitated 3. Then COCl3 5NH3. The color of the complex is purple. And AgCl3 precipitated 2 moles of AgCl is precipitated. Next, COCl3 dot 4NH3, the color of the complex green, 1 mole of AgCl is precipitated. Last one, COCl3 dot 4NH3, it's a violet color, 1 mole of AgCl3 is precipitated. So in this case, the valence of the element present both the reacting molecule, that is cobalt 3 chloride and ammonia, is completely satisfied, yet the substance react to form the above mentioned complexes. Now to explain the behavior, Werner's postulate is theory as follows. First one, most of the element exhibit two types of valency, that is a metal atom or ion possess two types of valency, that is primary valency and secondary valency. So primary valency, what are they? Primary valency and secondary valency. Primary valency can be dissociated into ions and secondary valency cannot be dissociated. That is primary valency is ionizable and secondary valency is a non-ionizable. So metal atom, two types of valency. What are they? Primary and secondary. Primary is a ionizable. Secondary is a non-ionizable. Secondary is a non-ionizable. Then the primary valence of metal is represent oxidation number of the central metal atom. So the primary valence is referred oxidation number of the central metal atom, and the secondary valency is the coordination number of the complex ion. So primary valency is oxidation state metal atom, then secondary valency is a coordination number. First point, metal atom exhibit two types of valency. What are they? Primary and secondary. Primary valency of metal atom referred oxidation state of the metal atom. Secondary valency is referred coordination number of the complex ion. I give one example here. CuNH3 4 CuNH3 2 plus CuNH3 2 plus. So in this it is a complex. Here Cu is a central metal atom. The Cu is a oxidation state is a plus 2. Cu oxidation state is a plus 2. So in this metal, ion having Cu plus is plus 2 oxidation state. It referred as primary valency. And coming to the second, the coordination number of the complex ion is number of donor atom in the ligand. Number of donor atom, how many here? NH3 is a 4. So 4 donor atom. So secondary valency is what? Secondary valency is a 4. So primary valency is to satisfy the oxidation state of the metal atom. The secondary valency is a coordination number. This is a coordination number of the complex ion. Then one more example. FeCN6 4 minus. It is a complex. Here Fe is a plus 2 oxidation state. So it is called as a what? Primary valency, because primary valency of metal atom is referred oxidation number of the central metal atom. Primary valency represent oxidation number of the central metal atom. This is a central metal atom. Then secondary valency is what? The coordination number here. What is the number? 6. So the secondary valency is a 6. So secondary valency represent coordination number of the complex ion. It is a complex. Coordination number of the complex ion. Primary valency represent the oxidation number of the central metal atom. Then second point, the primary valency of metal ion is positive. In most of the cases is 0, but the primary valence of the metal ion is always satisfied by negative ion. Primary valence of metal ion is positive, but is always satisfied by negative ion. Whereas the secondary valency is satisfied, the secondary valency of metal ion satisfied neutral, positive, or combination of this neutral, negative, or positive ion. So primary valence of metal ion is positive, but it satisfies always negative. For example, of this complex COCl3.6NH3, the primary valence of cobalt is the oxidation number of cobalt is plus 3, is always satisfy the 3 chloride ion. So primary valency is always satisfied by negative ion. Then secondary valency satisfy negative, neutral, or positive. For example, COCl3 6NH3. The secondary valence of cobalt here Secondary valency cobalt here NH3. So NH3 6. So the secondary valency cobalt here is a 6. Is a satisfy 6 neutral molecule 6. The CO cobalt is 6 and it satisfies 6 neutral ammonia molecule, whereas COCl3 5 NH3 here the secondary valence of cobalt is satisfy the NH3 is a 5, so satisfy 5 neutral molecules such as and 1 Cl minus ion. So now consider another example. If you consider example CuNH3, it is a complex CuNH3 4 SO4. Okay, CuNH3 4 SO4. So here what is the primary valency? The primary valency of oxidation state is a +2. Copper is a +2. So the oxidation state of central metal atom is +2 is to satisfy negative charge of the what? SO4 2 minus ion. SO4 2 minus ion. So the primary valency of oxidation number is +2. Primary valency of oxidation number is +2. So the oxidation state of central metal atom is +2 is to satisfy negative charge of the sulfate. SO4 2 minus. So SO4 consists of 2 minus charge and central metal consists of +2 charge. So on secondary valency satisfy. What is secondary valency? This is a secondary valency. Secondary valency satisfy 4 neutral molecules. Secondary valency satisfy 4 neutral molecule. Then fourth point. According to Werner, there are the two spheres of attraction around metal atom or ion in a complex. The outer sphere is ionization sphere and inner sphere is a coordination sphere. Outer sphere is a ionization sphere and inner sphere is a coordination sphere. Here the coordination sphere are held together very strongly, so it cannot be separated. There are the two spheres, outer sphere and inner sphere. The outer sphere, there are the two spheres, inner sphere and outer sphere. Outer sphere is a ionization, the inner sphere is a coordination. So the coordination sphere held together very strongly, so it cannot be separated. The next point, the primary valency is a non-directional while secondary valency is a directional. The primary valency is a non-directional. Primary valency, for example, cobalt. The cobalt is a +3 oxidation state. The +3 is to satisfy the CO +3. So CO is a primary valency +3 is satisfied by 3 chloride ion. The 3 chloride ion is attacked by either side. So this is a CO, it's a +3 oxidation state. The 3 chloride attack the either side. Either this side or this side or this side. So it is a non-directional. Primary valency is a non-directional. Whereas the secondary valency, the CO, so it is a directional. It is a directional in nature. The primary valency is a non-directional in nature. The secondary valency of metal arranged in space to give definite geometrical shape because it is a directional. So it give definite geometrical shape. For example, CuNH3 4. CuNH3 4 2 plus. It is a square planar structure. So here the Cu is surrounded. The Cu is surrounded 4 NH3 molecule. This is a central metal ion is a Cu. The Cu is surrounded by 4 NH3 molecule. This is a square planar. The another one example FeCN6 3 plus. It is a octahedral geometry. So the octahedral geometry, the Fe is surrounded 6 CN ligand. So the following table illustrates the Werner postulate complex COCl3 6NH3. The group satisfy the secondary valency. What is the secondary valency? 6NH3. So number of ionizable chloride ion in the complex outer coordination sphere 3 chloride ion COCl3. So 3 chloride ion. The number of moles of AgCl formed 3 AgCl. The next one COCl3 5NH3. So group satisfy secondary valency 5NH3 and 1 chloride ion. So number of ionizable Cl minus, that is outer coordination sphere 2 chloride ion. So how many AgCl will be formed? 2 AgCl3. So on. So next, limitations of Werner theory. So the does not explain the properties of coordination compound, and it does not explain the color and magnetic properties. And merits of Werner theory, it explains the formation of complex form and geometry of complex ion, differentiate between primary and secondary valency. Definitions of important terms pertaining to coordination compound. First one is coordination entity. What is coordination entity? Coordination entity is an ion or neutral molecule composed of a central atom. Usually a metal, the array of other atom of group of atom ligands are attached to it. In the formula, the coordination entity is enclosed in square bracket. Coordination entity is enclosed in square bracket. For example, potassium ferrocyanide. Potassium ferrocyanide, the formula of potassium ferrocyanide is K4FeCN6. The coordination entity means the FeCN6, potassium ferrocyanide. The FeCN6 is a coordination entity. Next, another example, nickel tetracarbonyl. The formula of nickel tetracarbonyl is NiCO4. NiCO4. So here NiCO4 is a coordination entity. Central atom plus ligand. So simply say coordination entity means central atom plus ligand. So in this complex, the Fe is a central atom, Cn is a ligand. So here Ni is a central atom, then CO is a ligand. So coordination entity means central atom plus ligand. Central atom plus ligand. Then next one, central atom or ion. Central atom or ion. The central atom or ion means it occupies the central position. It occupies the central position and bonded by coordinated covalent bond. Bonded by coordinated covalent bond. Example, Fe K4 Fe CN6. K4 Fe CN6. K4 Fe CN6. Here Fe is a plus 2 oxidation state. Fe is a plus 2 oxidation state. Here the Fe2 plus, the ion atom accept 2 electrons to ligand. The ion atom Fe2 plus, the ion atom accept the electrons to ligand. So this is a central metal atom. This is a ligand. The ion atom accept the electrons to ligand. So central atom occupy the central position and bonded by coordinated covalent bond. Bonded by coordinated covalent bond. The next one, ligand. Next one, ligand. So what is ligand? Group of atom directly attached to central atom. Group of atom directly attached to central atom. Example, K4FeCN6. The K4FeCN6, the ligand is Cn. What is this? Ligand is Cn. The Cn minus ion. But the donor atom is carbon, and in CONH3 and CONH3 6Cl3, the ligand is a NH3 molecule. Donor atom is a nitrogen. So here K4FeCN6. Here the donor atom is a Cn. Here CONH3. Here the donor atom is a NH3. So this is a ligand. What is ligand? Group of atom directly attached to the central atom. Group of atoms directly attached to the central atom. Central atom. Then next one, coordination sphere. What is coordination sphere? The complex ion with the central atom plus ligand enclosed in bracket. The coordination sphere means the complex ion, the central atom and ligand enclosed in brackets. Example, K4 FeCN6. It contains the complex ion is FeCN6 4 minus and is referred as a coordination sphere and is referred as a coordination sphere. Coordination sphere. So the other associate ion is called as a counter ion. It's called as a counter ion. Another one is a coordination polyhedron. Coordination polyhedron means the 3D arrangement of ligand give the geometry of the complex. 3D arrangement of ligands give the shape of the complex. Example, NiCO4. What is this? Example, NiCO4, nickel tetracarbonyl. So Ni is surrounded by 4 ligands. Ni is surrounded by 4 ligands. NiCO4, nickel tetracarbonyl. So here Ni is surrounded by 4 ligands. So it's a tetrahedral geometry. It is a tetrahedral geometry. The next one, coordination number. Number of ligands attached to the central atom. Coordination number means number of ligands bonded or attached to the central atom. Example, K4FnCN6. Here 6Cn is a ligand. So the coordination number is a 6. Example, K4CN6, the coordination number is a 6. Because Cn is a 6, the coordination number is a 6. The next, NiEN3Cl2, the coordination number of nickel 2 plus is also 6. Here the ligand En represent ethane 1,2 diamine, that is NH2 CH2 CH2 NH2. It contains 2 donor atoms. Nitrogen, each ligand forms 2 coordination bonds with the nickel. Each ligand 2 coordination bond with nickel. So totally there are 6 coordination bonds between them. Then the next coordination state, that is coordination number. Coordination number means charge on the central metal atom. And remove the ligand with its electron pair. The calculating the oxidation number, the formula net charge equal to, the formula is net charge equal to oxidation state of central metal plus number of ligands into charge on the ligand. What is the formula? Net charge, I write simply net charge equal to, net charge means simply write NC equal to oxidation state of central atom. Oxidation state of central atom. Simply say OSCA, oxidation state of central atom plus number of ligand into charge of the ligand. Charge on the ligand. What is the formula? To calculating oxidation number, net charge equal to oxidation state of central atom plus number of ligands into charge on the ligand. What is this? Net charge equal to oxidation state of central atom plus number of ligand into charge on the ligand. Okay. So example 1, FeCN6. Now we calculated oxidation number of Fe. FeCN6 4 minus. Let the oxidation number of iron is X, because we find out the oxidation number of central metal atom. So you simply write X. So X equal to the net charge equal to -4. So we find out X equal to X plus 6. The 6 is a coordination number. The Cn is carrying the negative charge. The Cn is a -1. So 6 minus 1 equal to X equal to plus 2. X equal to plus 2. I explain. FeCN6. We find out the X. We find out X. So X equal to X X equal to 6. What is 6? The coordination number is a 6 into the Cn is a the charge of iron is a -1. So -1 equal to, what is the net charge? 4 minus. What is the net charge? 4 minus. So X 6 into -1 plus -6 equal to, what is the net charge? -4. So X, the -6 is come here. So -6 equal to -4. The -6 come this side. So we get X equal to -4. -6 is comes here, so it get a plus 6. So X equal to -4 plus 6 equal to plus 2. What is the charge of the Fe? Plus 2. How to find out X? What is the X? The central metal atom is a X. So X equal to 6. What is 6? The coordination number of Cn is a 6. 6 into, what is the charge of the Cn? -1. So 6 into -1 equal to, what is the net charge? 4 minus. So X equal to plus 6 plus -6 equal into -1 equal to 4 minus. So X plus -6 equal to -4. So X equal to -4 plus 6 equal to plus 2. This is a charge of the, plus 2 is a charge of a central metal atom. Central metal atom. Then another example. CONH3C5Cl2 plus. Here the ammonia power is a, ammonia is a neutral. So ammonia power is a 0. So we find out the cobalt oxidation state. So X equal to, how many ammonia molecules here? 5. So 5. X equal to 5 is into, the power of ammonia is 0. 0 plus 1, because the chloride, 1 chloride ion. So 1. So into, the charge of the chloride is -1. What is the net charge? Net charge is a plus 2 equal to plus 2. Okay. So X, 5 into 0, 0. X plus 0 plus in -1 equal to plus 2. So X equal to -1 equal to plus 2. So -1 comes this side. So X equal to plus 2 plus 1. So what is the value? Plus 3. What is the charge of the cobalt? Plus 3. What is the charge of the cobalt? Plus 3. And one more example. Evaluate yourself to say the complex PtNO2 H2O NH3 to Br. Identify the following. Here Br atom Br atom remove. So Br atom you remove. So the charge Br minus, the Br atom will remove the Br minus. So the charge of the complex is positive. So the Br is removed. The charge of the complex is positive. So Pt. Now calculate the central metal atom. Here the central metal atom, platinum is a central metal atom, and ligands NO2, H2O, NH3 is a ligand. The coordination entity, already say coordination entity is a PT, NO2, H2, NH3. The oxidation coordination number, you know. Now you calculate the oxidation number of the central metal atom. So X equal to, you calculate the oxidation state of a platinum. So X equal to the platinum, say X. So minus 1 NO2, the ions is a minus 1 charge. So minus 1, how many NO2? 1. So into 1 plus water. What is the charge of the power of the water? Is a 0, up 0 plus then ammonia. The ammonia, how many ammonia here? 2, up 2 into that the power of the ammonia is 0, 0. What is the net charge? Equal to plus 1, plus 1. So X equal to minus 1 equal to plus 1. So X equal to plus 2. So the charge of the platinum is plus 2. Charge of the platinum is plus 2. Then one more example. FeH2O 6 2 plus. Now you say what is the central metal atom here? Yes, Fe is a central metal atom. Then ligand is a water. Then coordination number is a 6. Then coordination entity is a FeH2O. Okay. So here you calculate the oxidation number of Fe2 plus, oxidation state of Fe ion. Okay, Fe central metal atom. So X equal to, you find out the X. So Fe. So X equal to, what is the ligand? Water. How many? 6. 6. What is the power of the water? 0. Equal to, what is the net charge? Plus 2. Net charge plus 2. So X equal to 6 into 0, 0 equal to plus 2. So X equal to plus 2. So Fe is a plus 2 oxidation state. Fe is a plus 2 oxidation state. This is a way to calculate oxidation state of a, oxidation number of a complex in a central metal atom. Next topic is type of complex. The coordination compound can be classified into following type based on net charge of the complex ion. First one is a net charge of the complex ion, and second one is a kind of ligand present in the coordination entity. So the coordination, the complex, it can be classified into two types. What are they? Net charge of the complex ion. For example, K4FeCN6 4 minus. The 4 minus is a net charge of the complex ion. The second one is a kind of ligand present in the coordination entity. For example, K4FeCN6. The FeCN6 is a coordination entity. So that type of complex, it can be classified into two types. What are they? Net charge of the complex ion, kind of ligand present in the coordination entity. So classification based on the net charge on the complex ion. A coordination compound in which complex ion, first, it carries a net positive charge. The net positive charge is called as a cationic complex. Net positive charge is called as a cationic complex. Example, AgNH3 plus. So it is a cationic complex. Then CONH3 6 3 plus. So it is a cationic complex. FeH2O 2 plus. So it is a cation, positive charge, 2 plus, 3 plus, so it is a positive charge, it is a cationic complex. Then next, it carries a negative charge. It carries a negative charge is called as a anionic complex. Negative charge is called as a anionic complex. Example, AgCN2 minus, AgCN2 minus, COCN3 3 minus, COCN3 3 minus, FeCN6 4 minus. So the negative charge, the carries negative charge is called as a anionic complex. Positive charge is called as a cationic complex. Because no net charge, there is a no plus and minus, so it is called as a neutral complex. It is called as a neutral complex. Example, NiCO4, FeCO5, NHCONH3 3, say neutral complex, it has a no charges. Positive means cationic complex, anion means negative charge, the no charge is called as a neutral complex. The next one, classification based on kind of ligand. Kind of ligand, a coordination compound in which the central metal atom or ion is a coordinate to only one kind of ligand. That is, only one kind of ligand is called as a homoleptic complex. Only one kind of ligand, that is the same. Homo means same kind of ligand is called as a homoleptic. For example, CONH3, here 6 ligand, so 6 ligands all are same, so it is a homoleptic. Here FeH2O6, so 6 water molecules is the same, so it is a homoleptic complex. Homoleptic complex. Then if the central metal atom is a coordinate to more than one kind of ligand is called as a hetero. That means two or more different. So NH3, here example NH35 and Cl, so two different ligand, so it is called as a heteroleptic compound. Then second one is a PTNH3Cl2, here NH3 and Cl2, so two different kind of ligand. Here NH3Cl, so two different type of ligand. So heteroleptic means different kinds of more than one ligand. Then same kind of ligand is called as a homoleptic. Homoleptic. Nomenclature of coordination compound. In the earlier days, the compound were named after the discoverers. For example, KPTCl3C2H4 was called as a Zissel salt, and PTNH34PTCl4 is a called Magnus salt. Green salt. There are the numerous coordination compound. The guidelines for naming coordination compound based on the IUPAC, that is International Union Pure and Applied Chemistry, 2005 are as follows. First rule, the cation is a name first, followed by the anion, regardless whether ion is a simple or complex. First you name the cation, after the anion. For example, K4FeCN6, here the K4 is a cation, so cation K4 is a name first, followed by FeCN6. Then second point, the simple ions are named as ionic compound. For example, sodium Na plus, potassium K plus, copper Cu plus. Then simple anion, chloride Cl minus, nitrate NO3 minus, sulfate SO4 2 minus. Then third point, naming the complex ion. For example, the naming the complex ion, the ligands are named first, followed by the central metal atom. So for example, CuNH3 4Cl2, CuNH3 4Cl2. First name the ligand. If first name the example CuNH3 4Cl2. So you first name the ligand. If two or more than ligands are present in complex, we give the preference for the alphabetic order. First we give the name ligand, after that central metal atom. For example, BrClCnNO3. So if the ligand name, the ligand is an anionic ligand. If the ligand is an anionic ligand, end with the O. The letter end with the O. If a cationic ligand, end with the IUM. If a neutral ligand, for example, water, ammonia is a neutral ligand. So the water and ammonia, water is called as a aqua, then ammonia amine, AMMINE. It's a neutral ligand. So name the complex ion. First you name the ligand, after that central metal ion. If more than 2 ligands are present in a complex, we give the preference for the alphabetic order. Then anionic ligand end with O, cation ligand end with IUM, and neutral ligand, for example water and amine. So special name, water is aqua, then amine NH3, NO nitrosyl, CO carbonyl. Then next amphidentin ligand. What is amphidentin? Amphidentin ligand means the ligands having 2 or more binding site. Ligands having 2 or more binding site is called as a amphidentin ligand. So amphidentin ligand is represent kappa. For example, SCN, thiocyanate. So SCN here, S and N bind with the metal. S and N, sulfur and nitrogen, bind with the metal. So sulfur and nitrogen. So Cn, for example Cn, sulfur bind with the Ks and nitrogen bind with the Kn. For example Cn, cyanide. So Kc, then cyanide, Kn. Then number of ligand. Number of ligands it represent prefix 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 means di, then 3 means tri, 4 means tetra, 5 means penta, then 6 means hexa. So name itself contains Greek prefix. For example, ethylene diamine, the formula of ethylene diamine is NH2, NH2, ethylene diamine. So bis means 2, tris means 3, 4 means tetrahedrous. Then naming the central, next naming the central metal atom. So first, if a cationic or neutral complex has such platinum, example platinum. So the cationic or neutral complex, the element name is used as naming the central metal atom, whereas suffix ate is used along with the element is named as a anionic complex. So cationic or neutral complex such as platinum, anionic complex end with the ate. Example, platinum means platinate, CONH34Cl2, cobaltate. Then oxidation state, this oxidation rate we write as a Roman numeral. For example, Fe, we simply write F is a +2 oxidation state, but the IUPAC convention, the rules, the Fe is a Roman numeral, +2 is a 2. The oxidation state you write is a Roman numerals. Then, for example, element, cationic complex chromium, anionic chromate. Then zinc, cationic zinc, anionic zincate. Aluminium, Al, cationic aluminium, anionic aluminate. Fe, cationic iron, anionic ferrate. Cu, copper, anionic complex cuprate. So on. Then example, first we see the example 1, coordination compound of K4FeCN6. Here, what is a cationic complex? The simple cation. The complex, the K4 is a simple cation. So the complex is anion. K4 is a simple cation. So the coordination entity FeCN6 is a anionic complex. Then what is the ligand here? Cn is a ligand. What is a ligand? Cn is a ligand. Name of the ligand with the prefix. How many ligands here? 6. So 6 means hexa. 6 means hexa. So the anionic ligand, because the Cn is a negative charge, so it is a anionic ligand. Cyanido is ending with the O, cyanido. So Kc, that is a hexacyanido. Kc means copper. So coordinating atom Cn is a orbit. The central metal, what is the central metal atom here? Fe. Fe is a, what is Fe? Fe is a anionic complex. Fe is a anionic complex. So anionic complex, the charge of the complex is what? Charge of the complex is anion. So the Fe is anionic complex. So you write ferrate. So you find out the oxidation state of the central metal atom. I will explain how to calculate the oxidation number. So oxidation number in IUPAC convention, you write the Roman numerals. So the Fe is a +2 oxidation side, you write the Roman numerals. So IUPAC name of the complex, potassium hexacyanide. Hexacyanide Kc ferret 2. Potassium hexacyanide Kc ferret 2. Then second example, CONH3 4Cl2Cl. So the complex is cation because the Cl is a negative charge. So the complex is a cation. CONH3 4Cl2 plus, then Cl minus is a simple anion. What is the ligand here? We have the two ligand. What are they? NH3 and Cl. So here the two ligands. If, in a complex, so more than two ligands are present, we give the alphabetic preference for the alphabetic order. So name of the ligand NH3 with the prefix 4 ligand. So 4 ligands, here the 4. So tetra. So neutral ligand, ammonia is a neutral ligand. So this is a amine, AMMINE. Then 2 ligand prefix di. Here is a 2 ligand, so prefix di. It's anionic ligand because Cl is anionic. So chlorido. Say chlorido. Then tetraamine. Why we put it? Why you write the tetraamine? Because the 4 amine here. So tetraamine. Why you write the di? Because 2 chloride dichlorido. Why you write the chlorido? Because it is a negative. It is anionic ligand. So chlorido. Alphabetic amine. So first. So here the 2 ligand NH3 and Cl. Amine is a first and then Cl. Because alphabetic order A, after that C. So tetraamine dichlorido. Then central metal CO, because CO is a central metal atom, so it is a cationic complex because the charge of the complex is CONH3Cl is a cationic complex, so cationic complex. Then cobalt, then oxidation state of cation, that is oxidation state of the cobalt is a +3. Then a simple anion, the Cl minus is a simple anion, so it's a chloride. So name of the complex tetraamine dichlorocobalt 3 chloride. More example with name are given in the listed below. For better understanding IUPAC nomenclature, evaluate yourself. Student, watch the video carefully and do the assignments without fail. Thank you.